Liverpool genuinely are incredible. It doesn't matter if it's League Cup, Champions League or Premier League. This team keeps winning games. That's 11 wins out of the first 12 games under Arne Slot. Knowing the fact you've got a title game on Sunday, and I'm calling it a title game. Knowing the fact you've got a title game, Arsenal on Sunday. You go out there tonight against Leipzig, who are doing relatively well in the Bundesliga. You make a number of changes. You go out there and you get the 3 points. And another clean sheet. They're simply incredible. I think at this moment in time, they're the best team in Europe. Both in the Premier League and the Champions League. Their defence. As much as we big up and we praise Gabriel and Saliba, Konate and Van Dijk are just as good, maybe better. Trent Alexander tonight, another really, really strong defensive performance. Ryan Gravenberch, the amount of grass that guy covers. Make sure you go down, hit that like button. Make sure you have subscribed. The road to 30,000 subscribers is well and truly on. Something like 83% of everyone who watches the content is not subscribed, so what are you waiting for? I looked at this Liverpool team tonight. We'll bring it up on screen right now. That was the team. Kelleher, of course, no Alisson. Tsimikas for Robertson. Van Dijk, Konate, Trent, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, Gakpo, Nunez, Salah. So from the team that played against Chelsea, which was on Sunday, which they won that game as well. And everyone keeps saying, oh, but they haven't played anyone. You know, they've just beaten Chelsea and Leipzig. So just to give some context, Curtis Jones started on Sunday, which McAllister come in, and Jota started, Nunez come in. It's the same back four and the same goalkeeper, and Cody Gakpo started both games. I honestly, running out of words to describe this side. It doesn't matter. Not at their absolute best tonight. Sloppy at times, but it's their game management. It's when they're 1-0 up, how they're so confident in their ability. They're so confident at managing games out. You know, Leipzig had the ball in the back of the net a couple of times tonight. Openda was causing some problems with his pace. You know, we know how good of a player he is. Won the Bundesliga Golden Boot a few years ago. And Leipzig have always had a lot of players. I think Szoboszlai come from there. I think Konate come from there as well. But this Liverpool side, they go out there. They knew what the job was to go out and get the 3 points. And I believe that they've had a really strong start both in the Prem and the Champions League. And they're currently sitting second in the league. In the Champions League, the ball comes from a lovely bit of work from Tsimikas, hangs across into the box. Salah heads it down. And there is Darwin Nunez. And that must give Arne Slot such good confidence, knowing that Gakpo, Nunez, Salah, Jota, Luis Diaz, the only one we're really yet to see is Federico Chiesa. Was he on the bench tonight? I'm not entirely sure if he was on the bench. Let me just double check. No, he wasn't on the bench. They brought on Diaz, Curtis Jones, and Robertson. Maybe that's a fitness problem. Maybe not, but genuinely right now, I honestly, I think really, really good game from Liverpool. They go out there, they got the 3 points, they played some great stuff. And when you look at where they are in terms of the Champions League group, they're absolutely flying on all cylinders. They really are. It's like I said, if any team has won their first 11 games out of 12. They're 1 point clear of Manchester City. 4 points clear of Arsenal. 4 points clear of Villa. 4 points clear of... 5 points clear... 6 points clear of Brighton. Genuinely running out of words. Tonight, I thought at times, Ryan Gravenberch. I want to speak about this guy because he's absolutely phenomenal. The amount of times we've spoken about Zubimendi, the amount of times we've spoken about, you know, this player or that player. Gertrude was another one being linked with Liverpool. They've got some tough games in the Champions League coming up, but the way Gravenberch is playing, the way Liverpool are playing, I just don't know who's going to stop them. I think they'll fancy their chances on Sunday at the Emirates. Of course, Arsenal will have no Saliba, potentially no Saka, no Timber, no Calafiori. Liverpool will be going there with a fully fit squad. Look at where they are in the Champions League. They've conceded 1 goal. Man City and Villa are yet to concede. The Champions League this year, everyone bigs up La Liga. Is there even a La Liga team in the top 10 right now? Like, is there actually a La Liga side? Barcelona. Barcelona, you know, are currently in the, as you can see, they're 10th. Look at that. What's that? Arsenal, City, Liverpool and Villa. All of our English sides are in the top 9, you know. And there is yet an English side to have a defeat, you know. Really, really strong start from Liverpool. I want to talk about Darwin Nunez. Is he good enough to be Liverpool's number 9? I don't necessarily think so. But what the position that he's playing under Arne Slot at the moment is what I would class as a rotational utility player. Comes in tonight, gets his goal. Really, really important win for Liverpool. And they go on to the next game. What I think you will see is Jota come back in against Arsenal at the weekend. I think you'll see Luis Diaz come back in. And I think you probably will see Curtis Jones. I think that you may see a midfield of Curtis Jones, McAllister and Gravenberch. Arne Slot is absolutely obsessed with control. Control is one of the buzzwords that we use to describe Liverpool. Because under Jurgen Klopp, it was a very much... Sorry, I'm trying to get my sock on. It was a very much ping-pong, up, down, left, right, basketball match. He's obsessed with managing the game out, getting the 3 points, keeping a clean sheet, and everyone knowing their individual role in that game. They've come away tonight with 3 points, and I think he'll be really, really happy with it. Kelleher made a number of good saves tonight. Openda got in behind. He had the ball in the back of the net for a goal ruled out twice. Both times, no complaints offside. There was a number of times where Kelleher made, I think it was Konate, Openda cut in, had a shot, it was deflected, nearly lobs Kelleher, gets a really strong hand to it. And as I said, I made a video about this a number of weeks ago, probably maybe 2-3 weeks ago now. Essentially, look when I brought the video out, and I basically said something along the lines of, I think Liverpool have got the perfect replacement for 13 days ago I made it. Liverpool have got the perfect replacement, and that was Kelleher. And so far, Liverpool have beaten Chelsea. Since that injury against Crystal Palace, where Alisson pulled his hamstring, Liverpool, since that game, have gone on to beat Chelsea and Leipzig. They actually kept a clean sheet against Palace as well. You look at how strong defensively they are. Clean sheets against Bologna, Bournemouth, Palace, Leipzig, Brentford, Man United and Ipswich. In the 12 games Liverpool have played this season, they've had 7 clean sheets. Like when you talk about Ricardo Carvalho, John Terry levels, this Liverpool side are absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. In terms of their goal difference in the Premier League right now, you know, they've scored 15, conceded 3. Only Chelsea, City, and funny enough, Spurs have scored more. But they've conceded 6 goals less than City. 7 goals less than Villa. I think we have to give Arne Slot huge credit. Huge credit when talking about how strong this side is. You know? And I think when we talk about Liverpool, we need to also talk about their... I always thought they'd be in and around challenging for a league title. And this is the run of games where we're going to see what they're made of. So far, they've managed to go out there and get 3 points against Leipzig and Chelsea. Now, Real Madrid in there. Real Madrid last night, Vinicius Jr. proving why he is the best player in the world. Dragging Real Madrid out of it against Borussia Dortmund, scoring a hat-trick. And Madrid have always got this never say die attitude. That is a mouth-watering Champions League tie. But still this month, they've still got to play Brighton and they've still got to play Arsenal. Then they play Brighton again. Look at their November run of fixtures. Brighton in the league, which will not be an easy game because Fabian Hertzler's got them really performing. Leverkusen, 4 days later, They play Aston Villa. Unfortunately, we then go into an international break where they come back and they play Southampton and Real Madrid. Honestly, that Real Madrid game is going to be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. It really, really is. I'm going to be honest. I think they can go to Arsenal and come away with 3 points, the way they're playing. Brighton, I think they can beat them both in the Cup and in the league. Leverkusen at the moment, they drew 1-1 with Brest. I think Liverpool can... The only game in there, the only 2 games in there I don't think Liverpool win, or I question if Liverpool will win, is the Arsenal game and Real Madrid. And the reason why I question the Arsenal game is not because Liverpool are an inferior side, is the fact that Arsenal have to categorically win. You know, and if they beat Leverkusen, they're practically as good as qualified for the Champions League. A lot of their tough games they've got this season in the Champions League, the tough ones are actually at home. They've got Girona away to come, and they've got Lille at home to come after Leverkusen and Real Madrid. So they would have played in the Champions League Bologna, AC Milan, Leipzig, Leverkusen, Real Madrid, Girona, Lille, and I think, and of course PSV. But by the time we get to the PSV game in January, they will be comfortably home and dry. The way they're playing, they're firing all cylinders. The squad depth they've got, Ryan Gravenberch in midfield, Curtis Jones comes in, really strong performance against Chelsea, man of the match display. Szoboszlai again tonight was good. Defensively they're so strong. Trent Alexander-Arnold, every single person criticised this guy. He's not good enough defensively. He's really proving everyone wrong. He's been fantastic this season. You know, and you can see why his defensive side of his game's gone up. Because 1, he's not bombing forward that much, which means 2, he's not getting as many assists, which we've seen in recent times from him. I look at him, honestly, I thought he was really strong tonight. You know, you're up against a tricky couple of players there. You know, Openda's got pace. Benjamin Sesko's a good player. Campbell off the bench. Poulsen as well. You know, they've got some good players, Leipzig. They are where they are in the Bundesliga for a reason. They're down in the Champions League because, 1, they lost to Juventus and completely capitulated that game. But you're up against, in my opinion, the best team in Europe right now. And they've come to your ground. They've turned up. They've come out with really strong performances from Trent, from Ryan Gravenberch. I thought Robertson was good when he come on getting forward. I thought Luis Diaz was good when he come on as well. And another thing that keeps getting overlooked is how Liverpool have not brought in a player other than Chiesa to this team. One signing, and they look better. You look at the time he made his subs, right? The time he takes off Mohamed Salah, you know, more than enough. He took off Darwin Nunez in the 74th minute, right? He took off Salah in the 63rd minute, knowing that Diaz can go and get 30 minutes, knowing the fact he trusts Luis Diaz to go in and put a good performance, and also looking at the Liverpool-Arsenal game on Sunday. You know, Arsenal aren't in a position right now to give Kai Havertz half an hour off against Shakhtar because the injuries they've got and the suspensions they've got. And I think that's credit to Arne Slot. Really, really, really impressed with him so far. If he goes on to win the Premier League, I would be astonished. 1, you're coming into a new league, new culture, new language, new team, and so far they're second in the Champions League and they are top of the Premier League. It's an absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal job he is doing. And they are the team to beat right now, I'm telling you guys. If they beat Arsenal, they're 7 points clear. Manchester City has the wall tonight, 5-0. Huge confidence booster for Erling Haaland going into the weekend, knowing the fact they've got a relatively comfortable fixture against Southampton. This weekend is make or break for Arsenal. And the form that Liverpool are in, and City, the fact they've scored 5 tonight, it may not be looking good for them. But if you're a Liverpool fan, you have got to be over the moon right now. He's doing all the right things, winning games, keeping clean sheets, managing his squad right. They're not getting any silly suspensions. They haven't got any injuries yet. Other than one slip up against Nottingham Forest, which on another day Liverpool don't do that and they go and beat them comfortably. But other than that little slip up there against Nottingham Forest, I think they have been near on perfect. Near on perfect. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you have subscribed. And I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. I am